Hey guys, and welcome to this awesome little butt lifter. We're going to be focusing all on your glutes and hamstrings, so it's going to be so much fun, and it's all done in 15 minutes. So it's going to be set up as a HIIT type workout, even though it's not going to be all super high intensity. You are going to be going as fast as you can with good form for our 30-second interval, and then you're going to get a 15-second break before we go on to the next move. So I'm going to show you all of the moves. We're going to do 4 different moves. But it's going to be 5 intervals because one is a right and a left-sided move separately. So you're going to need a pair of dumbbells or one dumbbell. It all depends on how heavy you want to do this first move. So this is the only move that really can be done with 2. So we're going to do a Romanian deadlift. So it's going to be kind of a straight leg deadlift. And what you're going to do, core is nice and tight. Shoulders are rolled back. You don't want to be slouched at all. So shoulders are rolled back, and you're going to hinge at the hips, sending your butt backwards and bending your knees very slightly. So just like this. And then really pull up and squeeze with your glutes and hamstrings. So that's what should be really doing most of the work here. So core nice and tight, butt goes back, and you squeeze and pull up. So just like this is going to be our first move. So that's the one that you may want 2 dumbbells for, but you can also do it with 1 dumbbell, and you can just hold one on each side, but it would look exactly the same. So I'll show you from the front just how your feet are going to be. They're just about hip width. Weight is out of your toes, not in your toes at all. So you're just going to go down and then really pull back up with your glutes and hamstrings and squeeze at the top. So one last time. Everything nice and tight. You're going to bend and squeeze. So just like that, that's our first move. Then we are going to go down for a single leg bridge. So you're only going to need your 1 dumbbell here. You may also want a mat, like I have. So your weight is going to go on your hips. One leg is going to come up off the ground because you don't want to use it. You can hold it up. You can do really whatever you'd like with it, as long as it's not helping you. So one leg is planted, one leg is up, and we are just going to bridge right here. So if that's too tough, you can always drop down by either taking your weight off or doing a double bridge. So just right there. Or you can just remove your weight and do the single bridge. After that, we're going to get up and we're going to do a dumbbell swing. So pretty much a kettlebell swing, but with a dumbbell. So you're going to hold the end of the dumbbell. And what you're going to do, legs are slightly wider than hip width. Core is tight. You're going to throw your hips back and then thrust them forward. This is not a movement where your arms are doing anything. So when you thrust your hips forward, you're going to let your arms swing up. And that's what's raising the kettlebell up. You're not raising it up with your arms. So just nice, big swings there. Kettlebell, you're going to throw your hips back and thrust them forward so that the kettlebell gets pushed up. And then the last move we're going to do is just a bridge hold. So we're going to weight it. And what you're going to do is you're going to lift up. You're just going to hold your weight in place, and you're going to hold this bridge for that 30-second interval, squeezing your butt, getting in a nice line, and that will be our last little move. So those are our moves for today. We are going to really get those glutes and hamstrings. I'm actually going to run off the camera real quick and get my phone so we can use a timer. I did not think about that. And leaving it off. Alright, so I now have my timer. This is going to be 20 rounds, 30 seconds on, 15 seconds break. And we're just going to go ahead and start. So if you need to go back and look at any of the moves, do that. If not, we're going to go ahead and get started with that Romanian deadlift. And here we go. I'm going to start us up. So 30-second intervals. And with this one, you really, really, really want to have good form. I'm going to face my timer and go. So core is nice and tight. Body is a nice straight line. And you're just going. You're just going for that 30-second interval. This is not a move that you need to do with extreme speed. You just really want to have good form. So butt goes back slightly, knees bend very slightly, and you really pull up with those hamstrings and glutes, and that'll be it. So we are going to go into single leg bridges next. So you just need your one weight. Set it on your hips, lay back, and we are going to start right now. So whatever side you want to start with, just start bridging. Again, weight is out of your toes. You don't want to be pushing up through your toes here. Oh, this is going to be a good burner. So we've got 12 seconds left. Keep bridging up. I've got 25-pound dumbbells here in case you're wondering. But if you're just starting, you may want to start lighter. Last one, and we're going to switch sides. Oh goodness, 25 pounds may be a little much for these. So we've got 10 seconds left on break. And then we're going to go to the other side. And that will be happening in 3, 2, leg up, and single leg bridge. And so like I said, if this gets really hard, difficult, you find yourself not being able to do it or whatever, either drop the weight or go down to a bridge on both legs. We've got 10 seconds left here. So whichever you'd prefer to change to, you can, if you need to. Otherwise, just keep single bridging, and that's it. All right, so we're going to do that kettlebell swing next, and I'm going to turn around to face my timer, actually. So remember, core nice and tight here. You're not pulling up with your arms. You're using your hips to thrust through and send the weight up. And go. So hips back, and then thrust them forward. Make sure you have a good grip on your weight. You don't want it to go flying through a window. And then just swing. Swing, swing, swing. This is actually kind of a fun move once you get the hang of it. So weight is still out of your toes and in your heels here. Send your hips back and then thrust them forward and done. All right. So that last move is the bridge hold. And we will be starting that in 5 seconds. I hope your booty is burning. And the lift. Because mine already is. It is. This is a great little circuit. I love these moves. So just make sure you're not lifting the weight at all with your hands. Just holding it so that it doesn't roll back onto your face. And really squeeze your butt so that your body comes into a nice line from the shoulders to the knees. And we have 5 seconds left here. And then we're going back to the deadlift variation. Woo. So grab either your one weight or both your weights. And we will start that in 5 seconds. And 3, and 2, get ready. And deadlift variations. All right. So you are bending and squeezing, being sure to keep your back nice and flat. No arching or dipping in your back, and just keep on going. We've only got 7 more seconds here. So really squeezing when you get to the top, and last rep, and squeeze. And we're going back to those bridges. I know you're excited about these. So get your weight on your hips. We've got 5 seconds until we start. So pick which leg is gonna go, and bridge, and down. So just nice, controlled, squeeze the booty. Yay, booty. So squeezing at the top, and just keep going. Keep on going. Weight is not in your toes in this bridge. And we've got 5 seconds left. So keep on squeezing. Oh goodness. And done. All right. So in 12 seconds, we will be going to the other side. I know you're excited. I am. So we've got 5 seconds left. Get that other leg ready to be up. And 2, and go. All right. So lift and tap. Beautiful bridges here. I know you're doing beautiful bridges. So just keep going. Push through when your booty starts to burn. We've got 15 seconds left here. You're over halfway now. So just keep bridging up. Hopefully I'm still going into a straight line. I can't tell, it feels like it, but my glutes are on fire. And break. All right, so we are now going to go to that dumbbell swing. So remember, core nice and tight, hips back, and press them forward to throw the weight up. All right, and go. So hips back, thrust, forward. Weight is in your heels, back, and thrusting forward is what throws the weight up. You don't want to be pulling it straight up with your arms. We've got 10 seconds left here. Keep on swinging. And 4, and squeeze. Last one, done. All right, so we are now going to that bridge hold. I have gotten incredibly close to the wall somehow, but that's okay. So get your weight ready. We're going into that bridge hold right now. So lift, squeezing the butt the whole time, letting that weight sit on your hips, and lift. Nice little hold here. Static holds are great. Gotta love them. So much fun. This whole little workout should be getting your booty burning. Hopefully. All right, we've got 3 seconds left. Hopefully you'll be a little sore tomorrow. And done. All right, so we are done with that round, and we're going to go back to the deadlift variation. So we're halfway through here, and in 4 seconds we will start our third out of 4 rounds. So get your weight or weights, and bend and squeeze. So bending at the waist, butt goes back, weight is out of your toes, and squeeze up, pulling with your hamstrings and your glutes. That's what you want to be doing the work in this movement. And 6 seconds left until we go to those single bridges. And last one, and squeeze, and get ready for the bridges. I'm going to pull myself a little away from the wall. All right, so get your weight on your hips. And in 5 seconds, start with whatever side you want. And go. So just bridging, hopefully into a nice straight line. Really using your butt to lift and squeeze here. The more you focus on using your glutes in this movement, the less you will feel yourself trying to arch up with your lower back. We've got 8 seconds left. Because when you're not using your glutes and really engaging them, there will be a tendency to really, and you're done, to really try and arch your lower back up, and that's really uncomfortable, and you don't want to get into that habit. So really squeeze the glutes in this movement. And we will start again in 5 seconds. I'm sweating, it is hot back here. And go. It is actually 72 degrees right now in February, which is insane and awesome. I'm not saying it's not awesome. I was really happy when I walked outside this morning to go meet my clients, and I didn't even need a coat. All right, we've got 10 seconds left. Keep squeezing with your booty to get your butt up. Whew, almost done, and break. All right, so next we are doing that dumbbell swing. So get your weight ready. Feeling it in my butt. All right, and 4 seconds until we start. So grab your weight and go. So hips back, and then squeeze forward, thrust the hips, and that is what moves your dumbbell. So you want power in that hip thrust, just like this. And then your arms are just holding the dumbbell, getting swung up by the momentum. Almost done here. Last 2 seconds. One last rep and squeeze, and done. All right, so we're on to that bridge hold, and then we are on to our last round. This is such a quick workout, but hopefully you're feeling it. If you're not, you may want to try a little bit heavier weight and lift. because you want a weight, when you're picking a weight, you always want one that challenges you, but not one that you can't use correct form with. It's much better to do correct form than go incredibly heavy on a weight that you can't do, end up hurting yourself. Just a bad situation. So get a weight that's challenging yet doable always. You want it to be pretty hard in the last few reps. And break. All right, so we're on to our last round. So get either one or both weights for that deadlift variation. And we will start in 5 seconds. We're almost done. This is the last round, so exciting. And get those weights and go. So hinge at the hips and squeeze at the top. Do not arch your back or dip your back. Nice tight core, engaged. Just hinging at the hips and squeezing at the top. Great little move. My hamstrings will be sore tomorrow for sure. They always are when I do this. And last, squeeze, and done. All right, so we are on to our last single bridges. So we're almost done here. Get your weight on your hips. Get ready, and we will start in 5 seconds. And 3, 2, and bridge. All right, lovely single leg bridges. Just keep squeezing. Really focus on squeezing with your butt to lift up. That's what you want to be using. Your glutes. That's what we're working on. So really, really focus on the squeeze. And 6 more seconds. Almost done. Oh goodness, I'm glad this is the last round. And done. All right, so in 15 seconds, we will be going to the other leg. We're almost done here. We have this. And then 2 more rounds, 2 more moves, intervals, not full rounds. All right, in 2 seconds we'll start and go. So lifting with the butt, squeezing that glute up in line with your body, holding the weight on your hips, wherever is comfortable for you. And we have 12 seconds left. You are over halfway done. And these are the last single leg bridges, so that's always nice. So you're almost done here. Keep on squeezing. And 2, and done. Okay, so we're doing those swings for the last time. Geez, I'm sweaty. All right, so 5 seconds until swings. And this is the last set of those, so be ready. And go. So butt back and thrust. Hip thrusts. Such a fun little exercise. So you're just going and squeezing. So hip thrust, squeeze. And this is the last of these, last 10 seconds. Nice and quick, but controlled. And 4 seconds, make sure you're holding on to your weight. And last one, squeeze, and done. All right, so this is it. The last little interval. We're going to do our 30-second bridge hold to finish off strong. And we will start in 3 seconds. And 2, and go. All right, so really lift. Lift and squeeze. Just hold that weight in place. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the booty. We are almost done. I'm ready to be done. But it's good, we're almost done. We've got 10 seconds left to hold here, and then that's it. And we've gotten a nice little glutes and hamstrings workout going. And 3, and 2, and 1, and done. All right. We are finished. It was only 15 minutes, but you feel it in your butt, hopefully. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope you'll come back and do it again. And I will see you next time.